man is back.
Oh, okay, boys. Oh my gosh, the ring got messed up. This is a 5 out of freaking 5.
It is beat making time.
Next week is E3 week. My album comes out next week.
I have the leopard. You know what I'm saying? It's true. You know what I'm saying? But oh, look at that, my God.
This is your boy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy Dash True Inferno. Back at it with another Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War commentary video for you guys. And yes, I'm doing a video about another ninja topic. And originally I wasn't going to, but the more I kept hearing about it, it's like, yeah, I need to throw in my 2 cents on this. So let's get on with this topic. Originally, I was going to talk about Microsoft, but I'm going to say that for next week unless something crazy happens within the next few days or so. But let's get on with this topic because it's actually like basically 3 a.m. in the morning. So a number of years back, probably, I ain't going to say that far back, but probably like a couple of years, maybe a few years back, Ninja did an interview, or he was interviewed rather. And in this interview, before I get on with what I'm about to say, I believe I said this in the past about, wherever I cover a ninja topic. So let me say this here. Me personally, like, I'm not a ninja fan, So ninja's content is not my cup of tea. I don't know if I'm following Ninja. I don't think I am. No, I'm not following Ninja. I know who Ninja is, obviously. So there's that. But I don't watch his content. I believe I'm not following him on Twitter. I don't really care that much about Ninja. I like the fact that he's a Lions fan. But at the same time, it's like I don't have hatred towards Ninja. I don't wish him death. I don't wish him bankruptcy or anything like that. I don't think he's a racist or anything like that. It's just that there's some times where he'll make a comment and he'll be on point. But then there's other times he'll make a comment and he sounds like an idiot. So basically, I'm in between when it comes to Ninja. I'm in the middle. I'm in that gray area. That's where I'm at when I think about Ninja. Like I said, I don't like the guy. I ain't gonna say I don't like the guy. I don't hate the guy. I don't dislike the guy. But if I saw him in person, there was a bunch of people around him, I wouldn't go over there. I would keep my distance. But if he was like close to me, I would say what up and then keep it moving, and that's it. Unless he approached me, then we could talk, and whatever happens from there happens. But at this point in time, I'm in the middle. So with that out the way, let's get on with this topic. So a few years back, he was interviewed, and I need to say this correctly because I'm gonna say this both ways. In the comment, and y'all probably know where I'm going with this, but what I'm going to say is the following. So Ninja said while he was being interviewed, I don't remember who was interviewing him because to me that's irrelevant. But what he said in the interview is this: because of how the internet, and I'm just paraphrasing, I'm not quoting him exactly, but I'm just paraphrasing or summarizing it, whatever. Because of how the internet is, when they see 2 streamers of the opposite sex, collaborating with each other, the internet will believe that they are dating, and they will come up with rumors that they are dating. And if one of those streamers were actually married or in a relationship, it could mess that relationship up. So, because of how the internet is and the fact that they like to start rumors when 2 streamers of the opposite sex are collaborating, Ninja does not collaborate with female streamers. So, you see what I did there? You have to analyze everything I said from the start of that statement to the finish. So again, let me repeat that statement again. Because of the fact that the internet like to create rumors about 2 streamers who just so happen to be the opposite sex and collaborating about them being in a relationship and making the rumors about them being in a relationship because the internet like to do stuff like that, Ninja does not collab with female streamers. So you have to analyze that entire statement. Because I'm giving you guys a reason why Ninja don't like to collab with female streamers, or will not like, but will prefer not to collab with female streamers. Because the internet will make it look like they're dating, and that could actually mess up his marriage. That's the reason why. That's the reason why he don't like to collab with female streamers. or not. He don't like. Why I keep saying that? He don't prefer to do it because of that possibility. And it's more than a possibility, really. So you have to analyze it and say, okay, now let me analyze it as a whole, as opposed to if I were to, say that statement but in the opposite way. And here's what I mean by that. Ninja does not prefer to collab with female streamers because the internet will make up rumors about him and that streamer, and it could mess up his marriage. Now, granted, it was a shorter version, but here's the thing about people. People will only take certain parts of a story or of a topic and analyze that part and ignore the whole entire thing. So, and apparently this is a thing again. So what happened here is we got, and I don't even know who these two women are. I could care less. Anita Sarkeesian and Michele Morrow. Okay, I know about Anita Sarkeesian a little bit. I know about her a little bit. But again, I could care less about her like that as I just hit my mic filter. I have no clue who Michele Morrow is. But apparently what they did was they took the first half of that statement, the part when I said Ninja does not prefer to collab with female streamers. They only took that part. They ignored the because the internet like to make up rumors and it could mess up my marriage part. They ignore that part. And they only focus on the Ninjas prefer not to collab with female streamers part. That's what they focus on. And that's a problem. That's a problem. So, and it led to, obviously this has been a topic for years. The people up here thinking, oh, he's sexist because he didn't want to collab with female streamers. And at some points it's died down, and other points it'll come back up. And here we go again. It is now back up. The only reason why I'm talking about it now is because it have gotten a tad bit out of control. So one of them, I don't remember who it is, but one of them, either Anita or Michele, was receiving what they call, what did they call it? Hate threats or hate mail, whatever the case may be. And I find it to be pretty funny. And they, one of them, I don't remember who it was. I think it was Michele. It was Michele Morrow, actually. And actually, what she called it? Now, actually, here's the tweet. She released a tweet about it. A sampling of the daily harassment I received from Ninja followers. A couple of weeks ago, I pointed out that his stance on not playing with women, doubled down in his recent NYT New York Times interview, is harmful to us. He tweeted, I don't know shit, but his followers proved my point. And she posted like a bunch of DMs that she received on Twitter, on Instagram, wherever the case may be. And one of them is hilarious. Let me see if I can try to read this to the best of my ability. So, and this person who sent the DM to Michele says, you are seriously idiotic. Ninja doesn't play with other women because one, okay, oh my gosh, because one, they are horrible at it. So I only see one comment in that statement, and it's, you are seriously idiotic, comma. That's it. There was a comma needed after that, the one. Move it on. Also, he has a wife. Imagine spending all that time gaming, chatting with other women, comma. Okay, see. Your word, his wife, wouldn't that make you uncomfortable? Felt uncomfortable wrong. And then send another message saying idiot. So this is probably like a 12-year-old sending this to Michele, but it is kind of funny. So, and apparently she was receiving a bunch of comments like that, and she called that harassment. I mean, now I'm not, even though I am a YouTuber to some degree, I am a Twitch streamer to some degree, I am nowhere near the level of a ninja. I'm nowhere near the level of a Review Tech USA, and this is, I was watching his video and he was talking about this, which is why I wanted to talk about it. But although I never like experienced any harassment, well, no, that's I wouldn't call it harassment. I would say I experienced some internet drama in the past. People said some racist stuff to me before. People went at, I was even threatened one time. Like that was actually a thing. Someone said, oh man, if I find you in real life, I'm gonna shoot you. And that's another story for another day. That's a whole nother story for another day. But that comment that I just read, that DM that I just read, I'm like, bruh, you calling that harassment? Like, grow a backbone. Like, really? Like, what the heck? And I'm not gonna like use her to say, see, this is, I'm not gonna try to clarify her or use her to say this is how a certain category of women are like. And I'm like, no, I don't think 90% of women are like that. I don't know, it's weird, but I'm not gonna get into that one. But grow a backbone. Like, really? That harassment? Like, all the grammar errors and the misspelling, and I'm looking at this again. There's no cuss words. There's no cuss words. I don't see the S word. I don't see a C word. I don't see the F word. I don't see a B word. There's no cussing in this DM, and that's harassment. Oh my gosh, that is just too funny. That's too funny. That's called being desperate to have people come to your side or come to your defense or to see things from your perspective. And it's stupid. It is flat out stupid. So, and I would admit, like, the review to you said he said a lot of stuff when he was going, reading this stuff, and he made a lot of good points. So he talked about, how this is nowhere near being harassment, and he's even, brought a time where he was went through stuff that was way more serious than that, and that could have been considered harassment. And even with some of them, he just laughed it off and just ignored it or deleted or blocked it or whatever. So I found that to be pretty funny. Now there's another tweet that was released, either from Anita or from Michelle. Actually, no, it's from Michelle. Was it from Michelle? Talking about how he don't like stand up for certain stuff. And here's the thing about that. I talk about this with the whole if somebody came in his chat and said the N-word scenario. It like, and again, I felt like, and again, I was in a gray area with that, and I did a video about that not that long ago actually. And to this day, I still believe that. I'm still, I have that same stance. Now, even though it was not, that part was not mentioned in this video, but the reason why, like, and this ain't just Ninja. This is like big time YouTubers, big time streamers, major celebrities. Some of them don't like to give their stance on political issues or whatever the case may be, because they all have sponsors. And if they give their political stance or sponsor, not sponsor, but they give their political stance, the sponsors might not like it and therefore will drop them. Because let's be real, we might not like racist people. We might not like sexist people. We might not like people who are homophobic, like severely homophobic. We might not like people who like the Ku Klux Klan. There's certain type of people out there that are negative and, they should change their race and all that stuff. But guess what? Some of them have money, lots of money. And whether they're sexist, whether they're racist, whether they're homophobic, whether they don't believe in the LGBT community, whether, whatever the case may be, they still buy products from companies. And those companies like, yo, I don't care what their beliefs are, they got money. And we want that money. So don't say anything to ruin that for us. That's the company's mindset. And as a major celebrity, as a YouTuber, as a Twitch streamer, a big one who got sponsors, and those sponsors are telling them, yo, don't say anything that would piss those people off. What do you think they're gonna do? Like, what do you think they're gonna do? And let's be real. We're gonna criticize these people, and I'm guilty of this as well to some degree. We're gonna criticize these people, and in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks from now, we're gonna forget about it. And it reminds me of that one Drake line. And that one, I think it was like 6 a.m. in Toronto, 6 a.m. And that was one of those 6 a.m. songs where he says, basically, we should talk about it or be about it instead of being somebody on the news for people to talk about it. And then they're RIP about it. And then 4 weeks later, they forgot about it. Stuff like that. I forgot how the line goes, but you get the point. We talking about it now. We criticize him now for not standing up against something, for supporting something that is negative, but then 4 weeks later, so we're gonna forget about it. And we're gonna move on, and they're gonna do their thing, and they still gonna be popular, whatever the case may be, blah, blah, blah. It happens. It happens. Now, whether it should happen or not, that's another story for another day, and it depends on the situation. But for the most part, it happens. So, like, you know, but going back to the whole Ninja scenario, in terms of his stance, whatever the case may be, yeah. Like, and let's be real, you know, if somebody was sponsoring you and they would give you a lot of money, but at the same time they say, yo, we know you don't like racist people, but don't condemn them because they paying us lots of money. What are you gonna do? I mean, some of y'all, it's easy for y'all who don't have the money to say, oh, I'm a crit, blah, blah, blah. But if you were in that position, would you really? Would you really? Now, granted, I will give, you know, going back to Michelle, quote unquote, harassment. I will say this about her, quote unquote, harassers. I don't condemn that either. Really, I condemn that. I don't condemn that way more than me condemning Michelle calling that harassment. And I said this before, I said this again. When people trash talk each other online, they're nothing but spineless cowards. Because let's be real. If those same people who were hitting up Michelle's DM and calling her a dumb bitch because of what Ninja said, blah, 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 you really think they're going to say that to her face? You really think they're going to say that to her face? No, they're not going to say that to her face because they're spineless cowards. And they may say, oh, man, if I was standing right in front of them, I would stand in front of them. No, you won't. No, they won't. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop. And which is why, like, the stuff that's said online, I would say that join in person. I'm real. You know, I'm real. And I'm the type of person that don't like to cause no drama or trying to get in trouble or anything like that. That's me. But, like, you know, I ain't gonna say I'm gonna call it as I see it, but I will be real. Like, somebody asks for my opinion, I will be real. Like, yo, I think you're wrong here. Here's right. And this is whether they come to me in person or online. I'm gonna be like, if they're wrong, if I think they're wrong, I'm gonna say they're wrong, and I'm gonna explain to them why they're wrong. You know, whatever the case may be. So, for those quote unquote harassers, like they're nothing but spineless cowards. And y'all need to know how the internet works, Anita and Michelle, because the internet, like, bruh, they like to troll. They like to say stuff that they really don't mean. And if something happens to a celebrity, that yeah, they will condemn them for like 4 weeks and then they'll forget about it. So that's pretty much how the internet works. Now, but in terms of this scenario, now what do I agree with Ninja stance on him not collaborating with female gamers or female streamers? Because of the fact that the internet will create rumors that could potentially mess up his marriage. Because of that reason, I had no problem with what Ninja said. I actually support what Ninja said. Only because of how the internet is and the fact that they will create rumors about Ninja possibly flirting with another female streamer or cheating with a female streamer, and Ninja hearing about it and his wife hearing about it, and they gonna get into a relationship issue and they could break up. Yeah, I support Ninja in his comment because of that. Now, if Ninja just flat out said, oh, I don't collaborate with female streamers because they stupid, because they don't know how to game, they're not real gamers, they what is it, inferior to men. No, then it's like, nah, bro, you lost me. Nope, I can't do it. I can't support you. Nope. But that's not what happened here. What he said was, Ninja, arguably the biggest video game streamer, whatever, on YouTube, on Twitch, wherever it is he's on. I think he's on Twitch, I guess. And you know, whatever he says, the internet will either like it, parts of the internet will like it, but parts of the internet will not like it. And the parts of the internet that does not like it will take time out of their lives, because they have no lives, will take time out of their lives to come up with a rumor, will come up with a video, or whatever the case may be. They will make up stuff to try and make Ninja's life miserable for whatever reason, because he's big time, because he got lots of money, because he's married, whatever the case may be. I don't know what the reason is, but they will have a reason, and they will do it. And if you don't understand that, and if you don't realize that that is a thing, that there are people that don't like celebrities, that don't like streamers, that don't like YouTubers, that don't like people who got all the fame, who got all the fortune, then something's wrong with you. You need to catch up with the rest of society. Because that's how it is. Whether we like it or not, that's how it is. In the case of Ninja, he values his relationship with his wife more so than women or people, not all women, but some who have narrow minds and want to say he's sexist because he do not want to collab with female streamers or female gamers. He valued his relationship with his woman, with his wife, more so than that. And here's the thing, and I'm going to end it on this note. And I agree with Rich from Review Tech USA when he said the following. And this is annoying, but I do agree with it. If Ninja was married to a gay dude, and I'll go even one further. If Ninja was married to a gay dude, and he did that interview, he said, I don't want to collab with anybody, male or female, because I don't want them to mess up my marriage with my gay partner. You know good and damn well society will applaud him for it. There would be no complaints, except from those who are homophobic. There would be none whatsoever. Let's be real. Let's be real. Because nowadays, society applaud homophobic. You know, people who are not homophobic, they applaud that type of stance. Let's be real. So if Ninja was in that scenario, he would be applauded big time. Let's be real. Whether that should happen or not, that's another story for another day. But if that was the case, he would be applauded. And you can't deny that. You cannot deny that. So, there you go. And I'm going to call it a wrap. And with all that said, y'all know who this is. This is Boy New J Gatsby, aka the new Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all. And I'll see y'all next time. Yeah.